Are you going to have a second round of stem cell therapy and you're wondering, how is the second round of injections going to be different from my first round? And I'm going to be answering that same exact question inside this video. My name is Dr. Chris Garcia. I'm a leading expert in stem cell recovery. I'm excited to help you feel better and recover faster. The first round of stem cell injections were probably a whirlwind for you. You were probably wondering, is this going to ever get better? How am I going to feel better after this? You probably felt a little worse during that process. You probably had a little bit of flare-ups, and it took you a while to really understand and feel better. And that's very, very natural in the clients that we help around the world. Now, when we look at the second round of injections, let me help you understand what a normal first round of injections, a timeline for recovery, and everyone's going to be a little different, so take this with a grain of salt. The first round of injections is typically 3 months to help you get better with rehab, and you're finally feeling better like you did before the injections. And at that 4-month mark, you started to introduce a little bit more strength training. At the 5-month mark, you probably started adding a little bit of functional activities, like going back to the gym, adding a little resistance, maybe starting the process to golf again, play pickleball, do those things. And at the 6-month mark, you were probably feeling pretty good, and you decided to have a second round of injections, which is fantastic, good for you. Now, the question always becomes, do I have to start that process all over again? And there is a simple answer, and it is yes. However, there's going to be some changes that you'll be able to make and progress through this a little bit faster. So what's going to happen is a lot of people have those second round of injections, and they have intravenous or IV stem cells. Now, this is going to be those first 2 weeks all over again. You will have a progression to get back into rehab. And the way we cut this down, we remove 4 weeks away from your recovery process, and we streamline it just a little faster, is we can push you a little harder after the 6 or 12-week mark, which means that you can skip one whole phase that you had to do before. Now, does this change dramatically? Can you go back to training right away? No, because what's going to happen is your body's still going to go through this entire process of recovery. The stem cells are going to be absorbing, and they're going to help you heal. Now, at the 3-month mark, at the 12 weeks marks, we're going to now get you back into the gym and slowly introducing you to these things all over again. At the 4-month mark, we're getting you back into pickleball and soccer and basketball and everything that you love. And at the 5-month mark is where you will feel really good. So all in all, you're going to save yourself about a month of recovery from the first stem cell injection. So to break it down, the first round of injections is about 6 months of recovery, and the second round of injections is around 5 months of recovery. But for easy math, and we tell people to account for possible flare-ups in the future, you're probably going to have about a year's worth of aftercare and recovery. Now, if you go through only the first round, you're probably about 6 months minimum to get you to a point where you start getting into your fitness activities, and that takes time to then progress. But if you're going to have a second round, you are now starting, you went to 6 months, you felt great, and now you're coming all the way back. Now, the only difference is we're going to push you a little bit faster through one of those phases. So in the end, it's a 5-month recovery on the second round from what we've seen. And now let me explain and share this, that this is not just, you know, a recovery process where you're just starting to walk again. You're actually feeling good around that 5-month mark on the second round. So don't be scared. There is progress. You will feel better, but you do need to go through this every step gradually under control and guidance of somebody. Now, what I don't want you to say is, well, I'm going to feel better at 11 months, so I'll start doing more things then. No, this is assuming that you've done a structured process to go through every rehab phase to get there. It's not just because you're 11 months you start to do the things that you wanted to do all over again. It's, did you have the guidance? Did you have no flare-ups? And this is best case scenario. So don't try to do this by yourself. Don't let your rehab professional add more additional flare-ups. Know how to control your body. But that second round of injections is going to be about a 5-month recovery. Now, to make it easier on yourself, if you're really conservative with your approach on how to manage your body and get back into fitness, I would comfortably say it's going to be 6 months. So if you did a first round of 6 months and a second round of an additional 6 months, you're looking at that year mark, and that'll help you create better expectations for yourself. Am I going too fast? Am I going too slow? All along that process, you have to stay positive, and one of the best ways to do that is what are normal timelines, what's a normal process, so you can see yourself in that. And so now you know, and now you'll be able to recover just a little faster with better expectations, and know that you're on that right path. If you have any questions about any of this process, about recovery and timelines and first round and second round of injections, my team and I are excited to help. Feel free to email us or give us a call at any other time using any of the links below, and we're excited to help you along your journey. Enjoy. Hi, if you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell notification for my weekly tips on recovering safely to create long-lasting results after stem cell therapy. Thanks, and I'll see you soon.